Welcome back to the Boom and Freezer Show, and this one's a big one. Brought to you by the best in the business, Classic Billiards, Metro Sportz Bar, Anytime Billiards, PNW Pool Thing, the RACK Billiard Club, J. Pechauer, Tommy's Tattoo Supplies, In the Box, Andy Gow, and Wayne Harriman. Let's get things rolling.
Welcome, everybody, to the Boom and Freezer Show. I am your host, along with my other host. I am the Freezer, Scott Frost, and we've got Bobby Boom doing a sponsorship episode really quick. And to us, Bobby and myself, this is probably the most important episode for us because we cannot do it without the sponsors. But I am speaking on behalf of one of my sponsors, which is Metro Sportz Bar and Grill in North Phoenix, Arizona. Metro Sportz Bar and Grill, they have 16 pool tables, 8 perfect diamond 9-footers. And when I say perfect, this guy recovers the tables like every 3 months. Listen, when it gets a little bit of dirt on it, a little scuff, he's recovering the tables every 3 months. They've also got 8 perfect diamond bar tables. The place is full of leagues, full of players. They gamble in there daily. They play leagues on the 9-footers. They play leagues on the bar tables. They've got 42 flat screen TVs and a surrounding sports bar. So they've got an entire area to go watch all your favorite sports. And then they've got great food as well. David Lee and Alfonso are both of the owners. They've supported me since day one. And I personally, Bobby, owe those guys a great gratitude for the support they've given me, but even more so now since they're supporting our show.
It's Metro Sportz Bar and Grill. 16 diamond tables, meticulously taken care of. You got leagues, you got action. And of course, you know, if Scott Frost is in there, you got to go check it out.
Yeah, thank you guys so much, Bobby, on the behalf of both of us. We absolutely cannot do it without you guys. So if you get a chance and you're in Phoenix, Arizona, go say hi to my good friend David Lee and Alfonso at Metro Sportz Bar and Grill in Phoenix, Arizona. Thank you guys so much for the support, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks a lot, guys. Boom.
Next up, let's show some appreciation to another big part of what makes this all possible, Anytime Billiards.
We are with a special guest, a very good friend of mine, went to high school together. Yes, I'm a bit older, but this is the owner, Wes Nembers of Anytime Billiards. And Anytime Billiards, in case you don't know, is in Des Moines, Iowa, and they are a big sponsor of ours. Wes, thank you so much for everything you've done. We greatly appreciate your support, and I truly mean that from the bottom of my heart.
You bet, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Wes. I appreciate it as well. It's my first time actually seeing you. You know, I know we got your links all the time on our Boom and Freezer page. We appreciate that. If anybody wants to check out him, you can click our link. I know you do diamond tables as well, right?
Yeah, we sell diamond tables all over the Midwest. Starting up other private clubs for other people. We opened up ours back 9-10 years ago. And the mastermind behind that was Jonas Klodick. He was our other business partner. And at that time, he wanted to open up a private club, you know, so people could have a safe place to play in, go 24/7, and don't have to worry about the bar, have nice equipment. And Sean McNelly and I were doing pool table work. And at that time, Jonas says, why don't we partner in, open up this private club, have a warehouse in the back, and we're selling diamond pool tables, and started doing that.
Love it. Love it. How many tables do you have there behind you at Anytime Billiards?
Right here, we got 5 tables total. We got 1 7-footer by the front door, and then we have 4 9-footers. Now, all these tables are spaced 10 foot away from each other.
Oh, wow.
So,
okay.
Like, even during COVID, they tried shutting down everything. But since we're a private club and we had that distances, we were shut down for maybe a week. But until they found out how safe our place was, and there's no revolving door on our front door. So
Love it. Love it. So you guys buy and sell diamond tables and also deliver and set these tables up, correct?
I sell them, I deliver them.
Excellent.
So Sean and I do that.
Excellent. What do you want to say? What else do you want to say about Anytime Billiards beyond just sponsoring us and everything you guys are doing right now?
Well, we sponsor a bunch of young junior players. You might know Sam Henderson. We've delivered a couple different tables to him. He's got key card access to our place. There's multiple juniors, Brendan Green, up and coming players. We have a projector that comes down over one of the tables that shows you multiple angles, where to hit the ball, where your cue ball is going to end up, how it should end up. And we have some instructors around. Jody McLaughlin, he helps out. Mike Athens helps out around here a lot. And Don McCoy, world champion, he just moved back to Iowa.
Yeah, shout out to my man. That's my man, Don McCoy, Jonas Klodek, all the guys, Mike Athens, everybody you just mentioned, all good friends of mine that I grew up with, and I miss you guys dearly. It kind of, it's kind of tough. You and I talk from time to time, and the sponsorships made us a little bit closer. But you know my sister very well. Also, you used to work with her. I miss home. Des Moines, Iowa is where it's at. So many good people there.
I do, yeah. And I know the other sponsor, the RACK Billiard Club.
Yes, the other sponsors, the RACK.
We got them moved into their new location. We also added a bunch more tables. They just actually bought another table from me last week.
That's amazing.
And so that was a great project. And, Pat and Noel, those are awesome people. Awesome venue over there at the RACK.
Yeah, one of the nicest rooms in the country, in my opinion. I got Noel Klodek, shout out to him. He gave us a tour of the RACK, and we're going to be talking to them later this week. So we're grateful. Des Moines, Iowa, really stepping up for the Boom and Freezer show. And really, Wes, truly, the reason Bobby and I are really here is to thank you, give you a little bit of a platform to talk about your business. Bobby, you got anything you want to say?
Yeah. I want to just add to that, what you're doing, all the stuff that you're doing is really important, especially like I said, with the juniors. And I'm pretty good friends with Sam Henderson as well. That's great stuff. Kudos to you for doing what you're doing. And I love your rug, by the way. I'm actually looking about replacing my rug in my room. I'm thinking about doing that color now. I really like I really like the checkered board, but it's dark. It's not too bad. Very nice. Good job.
Yep.
But yeah, I really want to say, kudos to you for not only taking back but giving back as well. Thank you very much.
For sure.
Yeah, thank you very much, Wes, and thank you guys so much to Anytime Billiards. We couldn't do it without you guys. This is not easy. We do a lot of work, and it's logistically a bit tough from time to time, but we enjoy doing it. We enjoy working with other people, and this is probably, for me, the most important show of the series. So thank you so much to Anytime Billiards, yourself, your partner, and all the guys there.
Yep. Thank you very much, you guys.
Last thing real quick. The guy on the other end of the microphone, my man Scott Frost there. Can you say anything about him, growing up with him? I mean, this guy is an absolute legend in the game. I mean, there's a reason why Iowa's doing what they're doing in billiards. And I think a big reason is because of that man right there, Scott. So you got any dirt? Anything you want to say about our guy, Scott?
Scott's awesome. I've known him since the 6th grade.
Yeah,
he
man.
was in 8th grade. And so we went to middle school, high school together. And tell you what, some Mondays were a little rough for him going to school after being at a pool tournament on Sunday night.
Yeah.
So he could have been sleeping in class a little bit if he made it to class that day.
Oh boy, you got me blushing. Yeah, definitely. No doubt.
Scott's been a great teacher though, and it was awesome playing pool with him growing up. So
miss you, brother. We'll talk to you soon. Thank you so much.
Yep, thank you.
Nice to meet you, Wes, and thanks again. Appreciate your support.
You too. Have a good one. Thank you.
All right, buddy. Goodbye. Good job, Wes.
Nice, man. Good job. That was awesome.
All right.
Nice room, dude. Nice
like your room.
Yeah, it is a nice room, and even though the rent keeps going up, our pool table sales for Diamond, that's what helps cover our rent.
Okay.
So I got 2,000 square foot here up front with these 5 tables. I got 2,000 square foot of a warehouse space in the back. but our
Oh,
rent, especially in this area, it's really high.
yeah.
So our members, we really value our members that are here because it contributes to paying towards the rent, but it definitely does not cover it. So our pool table sales, new diamond pool tables, that's what covers
Okay, great stuff.
our rent, just to keep us afloat all the time.
What I think our IT guy, we have a great editor. He'll probably edit that in somewhere because that's good information to have.
Yeah, and it's great. And Diamond works with us. It's freaking awesome. We'll go down there, pick up a load of Penske truck, load of 8-9 tables.
Yeah.
So we constantly have flow of tables coming through.
Thank you, dude. We've got freaking 2 more people we got to do, but you were number 1 in my book, and really appreciate it very much.
You guys, thank you very much.
My pleasure, man. Thank you very much, Wes. I'll be in touch with you soon, bud.
Okay, we'll talk soon.
All right,
Wes,
take care.
Thanks. I'll see you later.
All right, bye.
Let's keep things rolling. Up next, our friends from the Pacific Northwest, PNW Pool Thing.
I've got my friend Jesse Johnson with PNW Northwest Pool Thing Stream, and their logo is a Sasquatch, and I am in love with the logo. What's up, Jesse?
Thanks. How you doing?
Good,
Thanks
man.
for having me on.
Thank you for coming on.
What's going on, Jesse? Nice to meet you. My first time meet you, Bobby.
Oh, nice to meet you too. I've really enjoyed listening to you over the last how many episodes you guys had now? 15?
Yeah, right around there. Yeah. And got
Nice.
a couple more. I want to talk about that Sasquatch. What is that all about? What do we got?
Tell them, Jesse.
Yeah, the Sasquatch, it's kind of part of like Pacific Northwest lore. I think my first time encountering the Sasquatch was with what was that? Harry and the Hendersons back in the 80s. That show.
Yeah, I
but
remember
anytime,
that
I don't
show.
know, it seems like you get a bunch of trees and forests together and people are thinking about Sasquatches. So when I moved back up here from Arizona, it seemed only fitting to include that with whatever logo I made when I decided to kind of pursue this.
Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. So we don't have a ton of time, but one thing we do have is time to talk about what's right behind you. I do want to say this real quick, Jesse. I've got to pull something out. Just so everybody knows, this is made.
Yeah, we see it. I see it.
Yeah, right there. That's made from the guy right there, Jesse Johnson with PNW Pool Thing Stream. And Jesse is a master of lighting. Is that the room that you stream from? Tell us a little bit about PNW.
Basically, when I moved back up here from Arizona and I had to find a house to buy, we looked at a lot of places. But when I walked in this place and saw this room, thought this is the place. This room is about 25 by 26, so it's pretty sizable. And it started, brought the table up, put it in, started making stuff. And I was like, this room is just way too awesome for us to keep it to ourselves, meaning me and my partner, Stephanie. And she used to run a pool hall in Sam's Billiards in Portland. That's how she and I met about 20 years ago when I was playing there all the time. So we're like, well, let's share this room with other people. So I just started playing with some cameras and, it's turned into what it is. And it's really been great because we get to promote all the players in the community. We get to promote their businesses. We get to promote anything in the pool orbit, Western BCA, the NWPA, you name it. So it's been really great community building exercise. And, for a lot of the amateur players, when do they get a chance to test themselves on a stream? Because that invisible audience phenomenon is real. A lot of them don't get that kind of pressure. So it's been great to help them develop their game too.
I really love that, especially for the amateurs, because that's really where it grows. And you got to start somewhere. And when they get used to that pressure, their games definitely come up. So I'm sure they're fighting at the bit to just play in your room, which is absolutely spectacular. Bobby, what do you think?
Thank you.
Yeah, I wonder what's going on with that on the table. It looks like there's some kind of lighting or something. Can you?
Yeah. So
that is all about?
Yeah, so on the table right here, one of the things we do not only is regular pool matches, we're going to start doing like ring games using a projector software from Illuminated Cue Arts. So there's all sorts of drills in there, so we can set up matches where we've got a bunch of people over here basically playing like rounds of golf or something with that.
Oh, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. You've had a lot of streams. Where can people go to watch your stream? We obviously show your link on every episode. People can go to it immediately, but where can they go to watch matches on your platform?
Well, we always post the links on Facebook. We have the YouTube channel. We have our channel there, so they can go to YouTube. We don't pre-schedule them. We just,
Sure.
advertise them on social media, and then we post the link and people can go there. So if they subscribe to the channel, then they'll get notices and whatnot whenever we go live, because we do our best to have matches announced well beforehand.
Is that free? The subscription is, you're talking about a YouTube subscription? They don't have to pay
Oh,
for it?
no. If they just subscribe to our channel on YouTube,
Awesome.
yeah, that's free. So everything
Awesome.
we do is completely free for anybody involved, the players, whatnot. The benefit for us is we get to help promote things. I do make these nice plaques for people. If they've played here before, they can go on the website and order them. So it's a nice
That's
little
cool.
trophy for them.
Yeah.
I also promote my other product line of creature contraptions. But the
Love
other
it.
thing is, it's just really cool. The camera will follow me. I'll show you. Whenever somebody here wins a match, we put their photo up on our dominant beast wall.
Oh,
So,
really?
Cool. It looks like like a beehive, right?
Right, exactly.
Yeah,
So
that's
it's
cool.
It's really cool. We do our best, support the players and make sure their experience is really awesome.
So what's the name of your Facebook page, Jesse?
PNW Pool Thing.
Awesome. So people watching, please go to PNW Pool Thing on Facebook and just follow them. That's all we ask. Follow them.
Yeah, and on
You'll get some
YouTube,
great content.
take
Go
a
to
look
YouTube as well. Yeah, YouTube as well, and hit the subscribe button for sure. That helps all of us. And here we are. We got me from Wallingford, Connecticut. You got Scott over there in Arizona. And where is your office? You said you were from Arizona, right? Now you're in.
Yeah, I'm up in Vancouver, Washington. So we're just across the river from Portland. And if anybody wants to play a match, get a hold of us. We'll make it happen.
Oh, I
like
love
it.
it. And there's a lot of play up there in the Northwest. So I think this will actually help. Jesse, listen, man, I can't say this. All I can do is tell you how I feel. You've been with us since day number one. And both, I speak for Bobby, I'm sure he'll say it himself, but we're truly grateful for you, because without you, we're not getting rich. Without you, we couldn't do this. We're not the biggest podcast in the world, but we're growing very quickly. It's a lot of work. We have fun doing it, but we truly are grateful for your support. I didn't expect it. I don't ever expect it. Don't expect it next season. Don't expect anything. But for what you've done for us so far, truly grateful, or what you've done for us, period. We're very, very thankful for it, man. And I mean that.
Well, all of us that have the opportunity to contribute to the pool community, that's where we all come from, is just this huge appreciation for the sport, all the things it's done to enrich all of our lives. So, it's fun for us. We get to do basically like a Wayne's World show where we put a couple pool players in a nature themed room and they don't get out until they play. So
So you actually answered the question I was going to ask you. You know what I mean? Because everybody, like Scott and myself, but obviously Scott, being the top professional that he has been for multiple years. But we're very lucky to do what we do, to have this platform. You know what I mean? And the stuff that you're doing, is something special to you, obviously, and to the community. So I want to say thank you for what you do. And again, the Boom and Freeze Show really appreciates it.
Oh, well, I really appreciate your show. So thank you guys.
Jesse, one last time, thanks again. It's PNW Pool Thing stream. Please check them out, subscribe, follow them. It's free. And thank you so much, bro. It's been a heck of a ride so far. We love that room. I love lighting. And the next time you get to Phoenix, I've already told you, I'm hiring you to come in here and light this sucker up.
All right. Well, sounds good. Also, another thing we'd like to do, if anybody wants to give group lessons, we love to host group lessons here too. So that's another thing.
Okay. Perfect.
Yeah.
Go.
Perfect. One last thing then. How big of a community are you in population wise? How far are you, did you say, from Portland?
We're just across the river. So
What does
literally,
that mean?
we're like 10 minutes from the Portland airport.
Geez. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. This needs to get out then. People need to know that. And I know that this will help, and we're definitely going to be pushing you guys a little bit more now going forward.
Yeah. Well, I love it. So onward through the fog, we love pools. So let's just do our best and have a good time doing it.
Jesse, really appreciate you, man. PNW Pool Thing stream. Bobby, you got anything else you want to say?
I think I already said thanks a lot. I'm glad I got to see this because your room's really cool. I love the digital pool, the lessons, and all the stuff that you're doing, man. Keep it up. And again, like Scott said, we appreciate your support. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you guys.
Thank you, Jesse, for tuning in. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Please, our channel, like, share, and subscribe for the Boom and Freezer Show. We're out of here. Thanks, Jesse. Great job, dude. Thank you so much for your support, bro. We mean that.
Oh, absolutely. I'll let you guys get back to, you probably got several more of these to do.
That's a sick room, dude. That's a sick room.
Thanks.
Can you do real quick before we leave? Can you show me like anything on the table where it moves, the lighting, the camera? Like I want to see a different setting real quick.
I'll show you this. This thing's heavy. It's the Dominant Beast Trophy. Every time a player wins, they get to sit in the throne over here and hold this up. And it's basically, I cut up a plastic baby and a few dinosaurs and made the beast.
I see little devil horns on it.
Yeah. They get to sit over here in the throne and hold that up. So that's where their picture gets taken.
Oh, that's freaking cool. All right. That's so cool. And then, so the lighting above the pool table, does that change colors?
I can change the torches, but one of the things I do is I also make pool table lights.
Yeah.
So this is a custom light I made for here. But I make them for all over the place. I've made probably 24 for a pool hall, 5 for another one. It's me, I like to make stuff, so I'm going to do it.
Yeah, dude, I've got 2 or other trophies in here that somehow won't turn on now, or they just flicker. I might actually mail them to you. I didn't even.
It could just be the power supply is bad because those little converters go bad.
Can I just go get that somewhere?
You might be able to do it on Amazon. Look at the converter. It has some small print. It'll tell you how its output is.
Okay.
And then I think they're probably all 12 volts. So you just have to find a 12 volt thing. But take a picture of the trophy and where it plugs in. I can give you more information.
Dude, thanks again, bro. You're the man. Love you to death. Miss you. And we'll be in touch. We're going to make some shorts out of this. We're going to spin it. We're going to do all sorts of fun stuff.
Oh, fun. Well, I can't wait to see it.
All right, buddy. Thanks,
Jesse.
man.
Okay.
Nice to meet you.
Guys, have a great evening.
You too, bud.
All right.
Let's roll it right along and show some love to another amazing sponsor, Classic Billiards.
Dave Bartosiak with Classic Billiards, one of our main sponsors, and I'm freaking pumped to have you on this show, Dave.
Oh, dude, I'm pumped to be here, man. I'm all fired up. It's a great weekend, dude. I'm bouncing off the walls over here.
Dave, it's awesome to have you here, man. You do so much for the pool community. I think there's literally nobody. You are tops, and all the stuff you're doing, man, is getting Scott excited. Again, I'm excited. You got the Airmouth Arena behind you. Let's talk a little bit about that and about what you're doing. And yes, thank you very much for sponsoring the Boom and Freezer. We appreciate it, Dave.
Yeah, so let me interject before he starts talking. I mean, I was at this room. Dave had me come to this room not long ago. His wife, shout out to his wonderful wife, Leah Bartosiak. But I was just there for a few weeks, and I had the best time of my life. He's got the best customers, and Dave's going to talk about what he has here. But one of his principles or key principles in the world of pool is something that I think Matchroom is even trying to take on, and I'm sure he's going to touch on it, but we don't have a ton of time. Is you need to be a little bit more loose, a little bit more fun, right? It doesn't need to be a church environment. If you guys are ever in freaking South Florida and Fort Lauderdale, this is the place you've got to go. The vibe is insane. Everybody there has a great time. I was there for 2 weeks and never saw one issue. It's an amazing place. Anyway, I just had to say that.
Well, thanks, man. I appreciate that. We always say it's all the vibe. And it's not just us that says that. It's like everybody that comes says the same thing. And whether it's, pros coming through, doing clinics and stuff, I literally have Dan Hatch and Earl Strickland right now. They're about to do a trick shot exhibition right now. And then they've been playing scotch doubles with people. They're having a great time. But whether it's the pros coming through or it's just, any regular Joe that's just out here, for a tournament or even for date night or whatever, everybody says the same thing, man. It's all about the vibe. So that's what we try to bring is energetic, fun, enjoy yourself. But it's also not, it's not like we're a bunch of scrubs just pounding around balls. Like there's some decent shooters in here too. So it's a great environment. I really like it.
Well, it's all about the vibe.
Yeah.
And I've told you this, and I know you're not this type of guy, but it's because of you. You set that tone from day one. I know the story, the background of the business and everything else, but you set the tone, right? It takes somebody that leads, in my opinion, and others will follow, and you set that tone. You're just a fun type of guy. You're my man. We're very good friends. And it's not because of money. I can promise you, that. But you just set the tone, dude. You and your wife are a ton of fun, and people like to follow that. And it's a positive toxic, right? I think that's something that people just love. And that being said, I might as well say this as well. I'll speak for Bobby, but Bobby will say it. Dude, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for sponsoring this. We greatly appreciate it. You know how things are. I know how quick you move. This isn't always easy. We're grateful to be on here. We're grateful to be able to do it. We couldn't do it without you. And I truly mean that. I don't have 50 sponsors. So I greatly appreciate you.
No, man, thank you. So, no, I'm glad I got the chance to support you guys, what you're doing for pool, getting these stories out for people. It just helps the game overall. It's like we need the pro level. We need people to talk about the pro level. We need people to be on social media doing stuff so that the game can grow. So that because people always want to be a part of something that's bigger than themselves. I was talking about this yesterday that, I've been indoctrinated as a Chicago Bears fan, and the Bears still suck. And they're probably always going to suck for as long as I'm alive, right? Maybe we'll win one, whatever. Anyway, but the point is, I'm a Bears fan because I'm a part of this whole thing, and you're at Soldier Field, and it's awesome, and you're cheering it. It's a whole vibe. So I kind of translate that over to the pool world. It's like, guys, we need to have, like, these rooms need to have their heroes that they're rooting for. Like, your community needs to have people that they want to see, they want to watch, they want to cheer on, somebody that they can associate with. So I'm trying to get, the reason I bring these people over here, so they can hang out with APA players and other amateurs, is because I want them to start to feel that connection and part of something bigger. And then that's what's going to help grow this thing, overall. And then when these people see, somebody was here, then all of a sudden now they're following them. They're coming up and telling me, oh, did you see what happened in the last tournament? Oh my God, it was crazy. Like, I never used to hear anything like that, right? It's like people are like, they don't even know where pool tournaments are held. So now creating that excitement, it's awesome to see. I get excited about it too. So it's we got a good thing going here, and I just want to keep it rocking,
Love it. Love it. Bobby, go ahead.
Yeah, I definitely want to say again, yeah, thank you for supporting us. And what you were just touching on, I was just saying,
he was just talking about this.
Scott Frost is amazing. You know that, right? He's one of the best players in the world. There's nobody doing what he does. I mean, he's commentating, he's doing this stuff. It's kind of like the stuff that you're doing, and I think that's what's making a difference. What gave you that passion to do it? Like, I saw you in Florida, and you were just enjoying yourself with Fran and hanging out with your wife. What gives you the passion? Because I know you're working hard at pool room, because I own one myself. It's a lot of work. How do you have that energy to go out and still do what you're doing?
I don't know, man. When I get fired up about something, I just get fixated on it, man. It's in my blood, man. My my biological father played pool. My dad was my stepfather, but I call him my dad because he raised me. He played pool, so like from an early age, I was kind of like obsessed with the game. Like and I was always been a math guy, right? So, pool worked for that, and I've always been obsessed with it. I'm terrible. Like I'm not a good pool shooter at all. I'm never going to be a good pool shooter, but every once in a while I get on a little bit of heater and I can give people in the business as long as they're like an APA 4 or something like that. Then maybe I might be able to get them. But my point is, it's just so much fun, and there's nothing on earth I would rather do with my buddies than get a bucket of Coronas and sit around and hit some balls for 3 or 4 hours watching a game on a Sunday night, right? Like that's what's happening over there right now, right? So it's just such a great, for me, a great break, a great like stress release from the day to day. And it's a way to just get away and escape into this whole new world where you got that competition, you have camaraderie, and you have fun, and it's intoxicating, really. And that's because I'm so passionate about it, just because I love it, and I can see where this sport could really grow too. So I'm like, well, maybe we can make something happen here if I really apply myself here. And I think so far we're starting to get there, little by little. And I'm just looking forward to keep working on it, man.
Thank you, Dave. So that's awesome. And we know you love it. And I also know you're not terrible at pool. All right. You're far from terrible, but you're very humble. And that's also a great quality of yours.
Pretty fair.
You're not great, but you're not terrible. Okay. You're somewhere in the middle. Let's just put it that way. A few players that I want to mention real quick that you have, quote unquote, on your team, including myself. I'd put myself in that category, but Fedor Gorst, David Alcady, Gerson Martinez, Christopher Debu, Tevez, I think that's correct.
Debu, call him Debu, Christopher Tevez.
Christopher Debu, Tevez, then Jesus Atencio. You just told me an amazing story about him. We don't have time for that right now. John Mora, Brianna Miller, and Sandy Chang. This is just some of the players this guy has, okay? And I can't stress it enough. I promise you, if any one of those players needed something, he would do it in a heartbeat. That's just how Dave is. One of the best guys I've ever seen, one of the best guys I've ever met. And the pool world is so fucking lucky to have you. I'm just saying it how it is. And then last but not, did we just lose him?
Oh, no, we're good.
And last but not least,
No, I'm still here.
That room in the back right behind you. Go ahead and tell us about that room.
Yeah, man. So, the existing room, 14 tables, a mix of 7-footers and 9-footers. And we're experiencing some growing pains. I mean, we're kind of bursting at the seams now. And we're still too small to be able to do anything really cool. So I fixed that problem. We signed a lease on the space directly next to us. So over there, that's the wall of the existing classic billiards. And we're basically doubling our size. And as part of that, I was like, which I often do, when I'm in my room, I sit there and I go, what would make this cooler? And that's just what goes through my head. And that's how I came up with ideas like the Jumbotron that we have over there, cameras over every table, like this kind of stuff. So same thing here. What would make classics cooler? How about an arena? Super jealous when I see Kyle's place. And I'm like, no, we gotta do something like that, right?
Yeah, shout out Rail Yard Billiards, Kyle Ferguson. Yep.
Absolutely. So we built an arena, and funny enough, since we took this over and it was a church, there used to be a stage over there, and then they had this elevated area where I guess they did their AV or whatever, and we were like, this is perfect. We could build the arena right there. We're gonna have an elevated area where you have like a little VIP, and then you'll have a commentator box over there. So it ends up being really perfect. It's like serendipitous. So
I was on the phone with you. You'd FaceTime me when you just walked in there and asked me about that leveled up or that addition right there that is absolutely perfect.
Yeah, I was gonna knock it out, and you were like, "No, no, 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 leave that, bro. It's perfect."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh my God, you're right." So that's what we're doing. But I got it. Like, I mean, this isn't gonna be. It's not gonna be like you've seen anywhere else. Let's just put it that way. I mean, I'm on some Thunderdome. 2 men enter, 1 man leaves. I want guys to wrap their hands in glue and dip it in gauze, and then come and duke it out on the pool table like blood sport. Like,
2
I want
men
it to
enter,
be
1 man leaves. I love
that's
it.
it. That's it. I love it.
Let's go.
WWE style, like pandemonium.
Yeah,
like,
no
just
church
rowdy.
atmospheres. No church atmospheres, right? We're
No,
getting
no.
loud.
You want the
No.
crowd rocking. You want everybody pulling, screaming, yelling, and all that stuff.
Standing up, like yelling,
cheering.
clapping. Like,
Yeah,
when you enter
absolutely.
this, it's gonna be a thing, and it's small enough here still where it's gonna be loud, and I want it to be loud. And you know, our first big event is going to be that 3x3 Moscone style Spain versus South America here.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
It's going to be pandemonium, because I don't care if I have to grab the mic myself and get everybody out of their seats. I'll bring Flavor Flav in here. Like, we're going to get people jumping, man. It's going to be fantastic.
Well, that's what you do, man. That's what you do. I mean, even on a regular league night, it's pandemonium in that other building right there.
Yeah.
So that's what you do. There's no doubt that that's going to be pandemonium. And I am disappointed because I'm going to be in freaking Disneyland. But the wife comes first, so it is what it is. There'll
be others. You know,
yeah, there'll be others.
The first event, there's going to be many more. We're already talking about 2 or 3 other ones right now. So,
you know, Dave, now that I think about it, I mean, I'm sure Bobby would agree. We need to do a show just with you because logistically, we've got other people waiting in the wings. But we really need to do a show with you. And I know I talked to you about this before, and you're a little bit like, I don't know.
I haven't done enough yet. I haven't really done anything.
Dude,
I got one small room, and I opened up part of a bigger room. I'm a nobody still, man. So I want to be a somebody.
I don't think you realize. I don't think
I disagree. I disagree as well.
Yeah. I don't think you realize the impact that you've made, not just in America but globally, on the sport of pool. And I
probably Poppy Dave in South America. It's funny. We've got a ton of South American followers on Facebook now. Because of my buddy El Rio, and that's part of how we got involved with Gerson and the Peruvian guys. Because my whole thing was like, listen, I mean, you saw that video of Gerson playing and somebody getting assassinated next to the pool table. That's kind of a turnoff for some people. They're not going to want to go down to South America and play these guys. Yeah. So I'm like, why don't we can do it here? I'll bring those guys up here. Nobody's going to have any excuses anymore. You're going to come here to South Florida and duke it out here. And it's a great opportunity for them. I think it's a great opportunity for the guys here too. And it's those guys are a lot better than people give them credit for, man. I think you're going to see them make some real noise in the next couple of years.
100%. 100%. Listen, man, not trying to wrap this up quickly, but it is what it is. And I think we are going to have you on. I know we're going to have you on an episode. We need you. We can't mold you. That's impossible. But from the bottom of my heart, I'm grateful. You guys' motto is wings, beer, and balls. And
it's on the back of the shirt.
It's a badass motto. And the reason that motto is so unbelievable is I don't really care for chicken wings. And the chicken wings in your place are world renowned. People that don't play pool call in and order hundreds of wings, and this happens all the time from this place. If somebody could steal their wing recipe, they'd become billionaires overnight. Anyway, I just wanted to thank you, bro. You're my man, and Bobby's obviously my man, but we're grateful to have you in the pool world, dude. Classic Billiards in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, doubling in size. The Aramith Arena right there behind him is going to be something special, and I can't wait to get there. But thank you so much for being on, Dave, and thank Leah as well.
For sure. Thank you guys so much, man. Look forward to many more years of growing this thing together.
You got it, Dave. Thanks again. Yeah, I want to say the same thing Scott said. And, I can't believe what you're saying. Like, you are already part of this. I mean, my Facebook feed is all part of your players, all the stuff that you're doing. I see everything that you're doing, man. You keep it up, and kudos to you, brother. Kudos to you is all I could say.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that, man.
Thanks,
Respect.
Dave. We love you, brother. Tell Leah, thank you very much, and tell all your customers we said hello.
Yep, for sure. Thanks, guys.
Classic Billiards always comes through. Now let's shift gears a bit to one of the people in pool who's always supporting Andy Gow.
We are talking to none other than my good friend, Andy Gow. Now, Andy Gow is one of the biggest supporters of pool in every aspect of it. And we'll talk a little bit more about it. But how you doing, Andy?
Good, good. I'm doing well. Good to see you guys.
Yeah,
Enjoying your podcast here.
Thanks, Andy. I also want to jump in real quick and thank you. You've been with us since day number one. Not a lot of people do it. We don't have a ton of sponsors. We love the sponsors we have, but what you've done for us, for me personally, I just truly want to thank you. It's been a big help. This is a lot of work. We're grateful to be able to do it, but for your sponsorship and your support, it really means a lot to me, and it means a lot to the show.
Well, thank you. I have a tendency to, when I say support pool, I have a tendency to put my money where my mouth is.
Yeah, well, we need more of you. We need more of you.
Yeah. So what do you want to know?
Oh, we're going to talk a little bit about. So I'm going to tell you a little bit how I first met Andy. I opened up a room in 1994, and I think he walked. Was that when you walked in the first year, 1994, or was it 95? 94?
The first year.
First year, right? Yeah, I think it was before the
19...
bar. 1994.
In January.
January. So yeah, we literally opened 3 weeks. And
Yeah.
when you have a pool room, you have this guy walk in, and he knows how to hold a stick. He starts making balls. And your first instinct is, oh, I'm going to rob this guy. That's our first instinct, And then over the years, I go over and talk to him, and we just had a friendship ever since. But Andy, let's talk a little bit about that. Like, obviously, you had a love for pool. That was 30 years ago. You were just a kid then. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, well, I started playing pool, I think it was 1960 or maybe 1961. I was in high school at the time. And I don't know how I got involved, but I probably, with some friends, I'd probably grab a house cue and start knocking balls around. And I seemed to have a knack for it. And it was a lot of fun. And so I kept going back, day after day. And I'd practice, and then I'd get with some good players. One guy that I learned a lot from, his name was Jack the Ripper. His name was Jack London. Our buddy Bob Dargis learned stuff from him too.
I had heard about him. I had heard
that was
about
in
Jack
Waterbury.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, he was an alcoholic, but he could still play great.
Yeah.
And he taught me a lot. Cost me a lot of money for table time and everything, but because I didn't gamble and I didn't have any money to gamble.
Sure.
So he taught me a lot, and I couldn't make really hard shots, so I had to learn how to play position. And I pat myself on the back. I could put a ball exactly where I wanted it. I had the table speed and the cue ball control, so that I didn't have to make really difficult shots. Played a lot of straight pool, almost always straight pool.
What's your high run? What's your high run, Andy?
Oh, only 68.
That's great. There's nothing wrong with 68.
These were on played on Gold Crown ones, I think they were.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Well, I didn't, that was my high run, but I could knock in 25, 30, 40 balls and, in any one game. So I won a little money there. I never bet heavily because again, I didn't have the money to do it.
Sure.
But my one claim to fame down there was Willie Mosconi came to town for an exhibition.
Oh, wow.
And the guy that was chosen to play against him, I think his name was Dave Dakota. Really nice guy, really good player. I beat him. I beat Dave. Didn't play him for a while again after that, but the few times after that I played him, he beat me, he killed me. But that was the one thing that I was proud of at the time.
Yeah, well, that's strong. That's strong. I mean, Dave
was
Dakota
strong.
plays Willie Mosconi, and you beat
Yeah.
Dave Dakota, so that's pretty strong. The other thing that's strong, I got to say it, is that you guys met in 1994. I graduated high school in 1994. So that's been a long time. You guys have known
You're a
each other.
kid.
You guys have
You're a
known each
kid.
other quite a long time.
Yeah. Well, I don't know how really good I was. I think I was pretty good because nobody wanted to play me.
Of course.
Unless I gave them a lot of weight, or I had, play somebody like Dave Dakota who didn't want to give me a lot of weight.
Right, right.
And
Yeah, sure.
so I played with a one-piece, I guess it was it had that 10 and a half or 11 inch or 11
Millimeter,
millimeter
thin shaft,
tip, like the English
snooker, like a snooker cue.
snooker. Yeah, it was like a snooker
Yeah,
thing,
yeah.
but it was one piece. Man, I could move that cue ball around with that. I loved it. I took it
Yeah.
to a couple of pool halls with me, trying to get a game. Because, I felt funny walking through town with a
Little one-piece cue, right?
cue.
Yeah, yeah.
But I did it anyway. And then came the Vietnam War, and I enlisted in the Air Force back in 1965. And,
Thank you for your service.
oh, you're welcome. I spent 4 years in the Air Force. Then I came home. I did go up to the pool room after I got home, but I didn't know anybody. It was a whole different
Yeah,
crowd.
sure. Everything
Yeah,
changed.
you took some time off, right?
Yeah, I took 30 years off.
So
Yeah,
he must
it's-
have been, Scott, he must have been really good, right? He went in the service, he came back, and I'm watching this guy play. I'm like, this guy can shoot. Like he
Yeah,
must have been really something back in the day.
I'm listening
Yeah.
to him talk about the cue and something interesting, like for people that may not understand or know. So the thinner the shaft that you have typically is more induced to work the cue ball, right? The problem with a thinner shaft is once you get distance or have a long shot, oftentimes the cue ball tends to want to squirt a bit more.
Flat.
Exactly.
And
That's why I
and-
had to. That's why I had to learn how to control the cue ball, so I didn't have
sure.
those kind of shots.
I'll bet that
and-
cue hit like a dream.
It did. I loved
bet
it.
it did. Yeah. Yeah.
I loved it.
Hey, Andy, so just so you know, we don't have a lot of time. We got a couple more people after you, but we did want to touch
Yeah.
up on a couple more quick things.
Mhm.
One is where do you get the passion for supporting not only the Boom and Fraser show, you promote the Shark Stream. Anytime somebody posts a video, you're sharing it, and that's why your nickname is like, share, and subscribe. Tell us about that, Andy, because it's
Now,
really something special.
I had to do something because I can't play anymore. Okay. I'm serious physically. I'm 100% disabled. from exposure to Agent Orange. Um, so I can play like 15 minutes at a time because I have neuropathy in my feet as well. But the medication causes me to lose energy, and I just can't play anymore. So I wanted to do something where I could sit at home and watch. And that's why, I got with you, Bobby, on our first shark stream
Yeah. So
thing.
real
I
quick,
just
I want to tell this story. So real quick, we used to have this list where we started streaming 9 years ago, before it was even a thing. Like when the Facebook first came out, we put our iPhone up on the side and we just stream matches, literally before anybody. It was crazy. And because we had a list and it was who's the best on the list, and that's how we did it.
Sure.
And Andy wanted us to go a little bit higher. He wanted us to get cameras. I'm like, Andy, I'm running a business. I don't know I'm not going to make any money streaming. I can't afford cameras. And Andy said, I'm going to help you out. Let's get these cameras. So he was the birth of probably the Shark Streamer before it was the Shark Stream for our streaming service. Andy was a big push to that.
Oh, that's pretty cool. That's really cool. And you guys were
yeah,
obviously ahead of your time.
I think I gave you $500 for a laptop and the software that you needed, and donated a small computer screen, and then we just, and some cameras, and we just grew from there until,
And now here you are sponsoring the Boom and Freezer
now
show.
you cost me too much money. Every time Bobby comes to my house,
Scott's expensive, Andy. Scott, you can't work for free.
Yeah, I'm expensive. I am. It's not easy. We're trying to cram everything in because I'm always traveling. Bobby's always doing stuff. But one thing, I mean, once again, I'm sincere when I say it. We don't have a ton of sponsors. We don't have, money coming
Millions
in
of dollars.
way.
Yeah, absolutely not.
And
we don't.
We work hard.
well, you should.
It's people like you. It's people like you that really keep something like this going. And I'm grateful to have you on the show. I'm grateful that you're involved, and I really appreciate it. I really do.
Well, I'm grateful to you guys for putting on this show, as well as all the other venues that you stream, because
thank you.
I sit at home and I watch
Sure.
it on the big screen,
of course,
because I can't participate.
Love it.
So you guys keep me going. Give me a reason for hanging in here.
Love
it's
it.
It's a two-way street, Andy. You guys really support us, and we appreciate it. And again, I don't want to cut you short, but I want to say thank you very much for what you do. It really means, what it means the world to me. We've been friends for 30 years, and I'm happy to hear you said that. Scott, myself, like he's doing WNT matches. I've stopped at your house and we've listened to Scott on the big screen TV talking a match. It's really, really cool. It's really cool. So yeah, thank you very much, Andy. I really
you got to stop by again and pick up the donations.
Play for sure. Yeah, I will. I'll stop by this week for sure, or Monday, or tomorrow or next day.
Andy,
okay.
One more time, thank you very much, and everybody, like, share, and subscribe.
Yes, like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget.
Next up, keeping things creative, In the Box.
We got Elvis Rodriguez. He is the owner of In the Box Sportswear. And you can get one of these lovely jerseys. We have, we're all wearing them today, and you can go and click the link. But Elvis, hey man, how you doing, brother?
Hey Bobby, how are you? Good to see you, man.
What's up, Elvis? Thank you so much, man. Thank you for your sponsorship. My favorite logo in the industry. It's In the Box. And you are everywhere, dude. And personally, from me, from the bottom of my heart, I truly appreciate you. You've been with us since day number one. Love you, bro. And thank you so much for the sponsorship.
Hey, Scott. Thanks, man. Yeah, thank you very much. I know you do love my logo.
I do.
It was made by a person that knew what they were doing.
Yep.
it wasn't mine. I mean, the name was my idea, but the logo was totally their idea, and they totally nailed it, man.
It's awesome.
Yep.
Let's talk about your passion. You obviously love pool. I know you're a good one pocket player. What do you and Scott play even? What do you where are you at one
Oh
pocket?
boy, I'll
What
take
do
a
you what?
ball.
I'm gonna be needing the world.
I already know I'm in trouble. I know I'm
Right?
in trouble already.
I mean, you get that everywhere anyway, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So when I was in Florida, Scott and I actually had a conversation about this. I was taught by Tony Bologna. Scott knows him really well.
Unbelievable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the guy plays really good, and he made it a point to teach me a few things in the game, and so I learned the ins and outs. But unfortunately, the game has changed now. The game that I was taught no
Yeah.
longer prevails.
No, it doesn't. Yeah.
Yep. So now I got to relearn it and learn to shoot straight.
Dude, that's so crazy, Bobby. He just mentioned Tony Baloney. Um, he is in the top three of all of my stories. He's in top three of all my stories by far. One of the craziest stories with him and playing down there in Ocala, Florida for a long time and in their pool room called Big Daddy's. Tony Baloney, shout out to him. I don't know if he's still alive, but
Oh, he's still around. Yes.
I would love to. I would love to talk to him. I've got a special story, just one of the craziest stories ever with him.
We
That
might
that,
get him here one day.
that would be wild. That
True.
would be wild. Yeah.
Yeah, if you get them, let us know. We'll set it up. We'll
Yeah,
talk to them.
yeah.
It'd be a
Tony,
lot of
man,
fun.
Tony, he's been he's retired now from pool, but the guy, man,
How how old is he, Elvis? He's got
he's
to
got to
be
be
80 in his 80s.
85 maybe.
Jeez,
Yeah.
unbelievable. Yeah,
Tough guy, man. Tough
I
guy.
was a tough guy to say the least. I was 20 years old, and we played. He's the longest match I've ever played ever in my life. And this is a true story. We played for three. Excuse me. I put my fingers up for two because I watched the sun go up and down two different times. But we played into day three, almost 3 full days, almost 3 real full days. I played him. I didn't do drugs. I didn't drink coffee back then, and he was twice my age practically. So it was a crazy story. He ended up in the hospital,
Wow.
but that's how long he played for. Unbelievable. It's just crazy. You brought his name up, and I know that's not what this show is about. It's
Right.
about your sponsorship and what you've done for us and in the box. Where can people go on Facebook? Where can people go to buy your products?
So we do have a Facebook page. We are on Instagram, and we do have a website, which is indebxno.net. And you can go there and browse through. Everybody who goes there, they really love the variety of designs because they're really different. We I every of my designs has a story behind it. I do tell a story on my design, so it's something different to see. It's not your typical copy and paste designs.
Yeah, I want to talk a little bit too about yeah, obviously there's a couple other shirt designers out there, some bigger companies and stuff. You're doing this by yourself. You have Neto, your partner over there that helps you out a lot. And it seems like you're already giving back to some of these young players. You got a couple sponsors. You know, I just want to, why do you do that? You always seems like you're giving back. Like I never seen you on the take. You're always giving back. Where's that come
Well,
from?
well, it's very simple. First of all, I'm a player, okay, and the reason I started with the brand was because I was playing a lot. I was playing all of the pro events, even though I never turned pro. I was everywhere. And then when I saw the shirts come out for the first time, I thought they were super sweet. And I go like, man, I'm gonna need about 15, 20 of these guys. You got to keep changing them. And I was traveling a lot, and I go like, it looks like the way to go on this is, I'm gonna have to turn it into a business, to where pool can pay for pool. And so the idea was amazing, right? But then sublimation was a new thing then. I mean, I'm one of the first, probably the first company in America that came out with sublimation. Everybody else was doing, screen printing, and they were doing, DTF was not a thing. They were doing embroidery and screen printing. So now here I am with a great idea, but I got nowhere to go. I don't know where the sources are. I had no idea about fabric. Didn't know about designs. Didn't know anything about anything. So it was just an idea. And what's interesting is at the time I wanted to call it In the Zone, believe it or not. In the Zone wasn't around that I knew of yet, right? So it was like 10 years went by and I haven't done anything. And then, because, I didn't know where to go. And then I stopped playing for a while. And then I would come in and out to play. And, I became Mr. Two and Out. That's why I designed the shirt, Mr. Two and Out. Right? From getting deep into tournaments, I become a Mr. Two and Out, right?
You and Jeremy Jones. You and
Yeah,
Jeremy
they
Jones.
I'm going to tell him that on Tuesday.
right.
Yeah.
And so then what happened is one day I was talking to somebody who wanted to sponsor me, and he said, "Hey man, I want to sponsor you in these tournaments. We can split the profits or whatever." And I said, "Listen, man, you really don't want to waste your money like that because I'm not playing good at all. So, I'll be costing you money." And so he says, "What about gambling?" I go, "Yeah, I'll get in the box." And then there it went,
Wow.
right? I go like, "Oh man,
Wow.
that's the name for my brand." And so I started, that kind of got me all geared up, and I started looking for sources and stuff. And then the International Open after the pandemic was looking for a clothing vendor because they had lost their vendor. They couldn't get in communication with the original vendor. And I told Pat, "Listen, I'm getting ready to start. I'll do it if you want." So that's how In the Box became. So I started with a customer base. It was perfect. And so from there, it just, man, the acceptance was incredible. And so now I started, pool started paying for pool. There was only one problem. The acceptance was a lot, and then I had no time to play pool.
I was actually just going to touch on that. Thank you for that story. We obviously go everywhere, major tournaments. I know you're probably at some tournaments that I'm not even at, but at the tournaments that I'm at and that I'm working with you or alongside of you, we're all a big family. But the time that it takes, and I know you're not going to complain or say anything, but I'll say it for you. The time and effort that it takes to operate a business that you're operating, it's a lot of work and it's a lot of hours. You have to love what you're doing in order to do it. And it's a big credit to what you do, man, because I don't know a single human that doesn't like Elvis Rodriguez and In the Box. And just a big credit to you and all the time that you spend, man. I mean, it's from sun up to sundown in that booth in the box. And I know that, there's tough days, there's good days, there's bad days. I've never seen you in a bad mood. I've never seen you down and out. And I think that's a special quality that you have. And one of the reasons that In the Box is where it's at now.
Thank you, thank you. And it we all have problems. We all have
Sure.
issues. We all deal with, like the other day I told somebody, "Don't let the smoking mirrors get you." We all have problems. We all just making it look good because it is that I have a problem and that I have to step out of my door. It's easier said than done, but you have to learn how to leave your problem behind that door because it is nobody's fault that you're in that position but yourself and sometimes someone else's, but it is your responsibility to turn it around. So people that approach you on the street, they got to get the best person that they can get because you know what you put out is what you get back. So now if you have problems at home, you bring them to the street, and now you go ahead and give that to people. You're only gonna worsen your problem. But if you instead realize that you're out in the public, you owe these people to be nice so they don't add to your plate. they might actually help you fix your
Pretty
problems.
pretty deep stuff right there. I don't think you could say it any better than that, could you, Bobby?
Oh, I agree. I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, I think we just shot up 2 levels of degrees in our podcast just
Yeah.
on that speech right there.
Yeah.
Great job, Elvis.
Yeah,
Let's
and
talk.
like I said, it's easier said than done, right? But it's something
Of
you got to
course.
practice.
Yes.
You got to practice, yeah. And going back on me always giving back, being a pool player, on the road, it's always tough. And I know that a lot of people cannot afford, a jersey, a simple jersey, that's $70, you know, because, there's entry fees, there's food, there's hotels, so if we're not making a ton of money because there's a lot of expenses. Everything is very expensive. Hotels have gone up incredibly, which now I'm actually having to buy an RV because this is full time
Just
now.
like the boom bus, baby.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
like the
yeah,
boom
yeah. So it's
bus.
gonna be
Let's
in the
go.
bus, okay?
Absolutely.
Yeah, so that's the reason I give back because and now we're focusing on juniors because they are the future of the game, right? And they are the ones with the least amount of money. Not all of them have rich parents that can afford to buy them a shirt, so they also deserve to look good out there, and all I ask for my juniors is be presentable at all times, you know remember that you're going up and there's people behind you that are looking at you. So whatever you do out there is what the ones behind you are going to be doing. So it's not a privilege, it's a responsibility, and I'm here to help them if they are willing to be that person.
That's good stuff.
Yeah, good stuff for sure. We're not going to take too much more of your time, but let's talk about what you got. What products do you have? I mean, I know what you have, but I want you to let everybody know what the stuff that you have. I mean, I know you're always helping people out, but when they come to your booth, I obviously, we show you your picture, the video of everything you have. But tell us what you got. What's the big things? What's anything new? You got, something you're working on, anything you're getting better. Tell us what you got, Elvis.
So every time you come to my booth, you're gonna find something new because we keep on growing, right? And but right off the back, we have the jerseys, we have jackets, we have hoodies, we have track suits, we have hats, we have patches, we have gloves, we have our own in the box gloves, which the minute that I get them in, I sell them out. People really love them because they are double stitch everywhere, so they last a little longer. They are gonna break a little bit where the other ones do, in the mesh because we have to use the mesh for breathing purposes. But so we have that, and we're working on a few more things. We're working on pool cues. We're working on tips, chalk. So we got a lot of stuff coming. We're working on shoes. That's a project that's right now at hand, and we're almost there with it. So I'll explain a little bit about the shoe part. So the shoots come from I've been in the service industry all the time in restaurants. So I've been on my feet, long periods of time all the time, and I suffer. My knees suffer incredibly, and a lot of times it's because you don't have the right shoe, and it applies to pool as well. You're walking all these miles, and so our shoes are gonna be designed with a special insole that is gonna help you, on the knee fatigue and all of that. So it's gonna be a shoe made for the pool players.
It's I think that's I don't think to me coming up when I was in my prime and even more so later on in my career, the shoe was one of the most integral parts of my pool game, literally bar none. I needed a specific shoe, a specific height, a specific sole. I needed, I'm a tall person. I'm basically 6'3", probably shrinking now. But that being said, shoes in the pool world are a vital part of what you do. So I think you're headed in the right place there with that market.
Yeah, they're an important tool, you know, and really what we are trying, where we're targeting is we want to bring products that make the life of a pool player easier because you know we have pool players in mind. We know they travel. We know they spend a ton of money. We know I know firsthand all the struggles, you know.
Yep.
So it's easier for me to bring things, you know, that will benefit the pool players.
That's true. And then like what you're saying is I experience as well. The more I hang around with the top professionals, um, everybody has their ailments. And I think the shoes will help, whether it's their back, their shoulder, their knees, the shoulder. So if you can start something with the shoe to make it a little bit better, I think that's fabulous.
Well,
Right.
there's not an, you know, years ago, I actually was sponsored by a company called Moose, Moose, and they had a booth at the expo. And I'm talking, I could look at this picture. Mika Immonen and I were both sponsored by them, and they had a pretty cool shoe. It was dressier, right, which we need. It was dressier, but it was also sporty. But my point to that is there's nobody else in the industry doing that. I think that there's definitely some need for that.
Right, and I think the reason there's nobody working on that is because it's, you know, there's not a whole lot of money to be made on it. You know,
Sure.
I'm doing this strictly for the players. I'm doing it to give back, like we were saying before, you know, because reality is you don't get into this industry to make money. You're not gonna replace your job. You know, it's got to be something that, you know, I've been playing since I was 5 years old. My father had a pool room. And so for me, you know, it's something that's in my veins. And so if I can just cover the cost, I'm a happy camper, you know, and that's why I do what I do.
Right, Elvis. I'm going to take any more of your time, but I want to say personally, thank you very much. Since we met, we've been really good friends, and I really appreciate all you do, not just for the Boom and Freezer show, but for everything. Like you said, you give out to juniors. I've been sitting in your booth where somebody come up, whether it was a young player, and they start talking to you about shirts, and you give it to them, and I'm like, Elvis, you're trying to run a business here. What are you doing, kid? And but I want to say thank you for what you do in from the Bowman Freezer Show and from all the pool players. Thank you very much, and thanks for joining us today, Elvis.
Thank you guys. I really, you know, the reason I support this obviously is because, you know, you guys are my buddies, but mainly because this is very well needed. You know, you guys talk about real things over here. You talk about subjects that matter. And, you know, you guys are also giving back by doing this and you know, why not support? Like I say always, just, you know, support the ones that support our industry, and that's you guys.
Uh,
So
we,
that's
Yeah.
why.
I want to say real quick again, Scott's probably tired of me hearing it, but Scott Frost is such an amazing player in person. Like what he does. Like I said, I can do this podcast with anybody. It's just two people. But because we got Scott on here, it's such a big deal. You know what I mean? And he's doing more for the industry than I think he realizes because
Right,
there's nobody at his level doing what he's doing.
right.
So it's incredible. Really is, Scott.
I appreciate it, Bobby. It's fun. I'm grateful to be in my position. I wake up every day just trying to be a better version of what I am. And there's a lot of days that I need to keep waking up, right? That being said, Elvis, once again, thank you. I truly mean that from the bottom of my heart. But the other thing is that anybody that knows Elvis in the industry, he's just one of the best guys you could ever come across. And I think that that's what makes things also tick very well. And the other thing I think that you touched on just a minute ago that rings out to me is you're not in it for the money. People that I mean, I've been in this business so long in the pool world. People come and go that think that they're going to get into a business and make all types of money. It's just not the right way to look at something. If you're in this sport and you love it, do it for that. Maybe you'll make a little money. If you do, you get a little lucky. If not, do it for the love. And that's what you do. And I think that that's why this is successful.
Thank you. Thank you. It's a long journey, and eventually I will make money. But because, starting where I started is just taking me to a different journey, which is gonna be very, very lucrative. But it's a long journey, and I'm ready to take it.
Thank you, Elvis.
Thank you,
Appreciate
guys.
the
Thank you
support.
very much.
Yeah, and don't forget, keep going with those shirts. Those shirts, like you said, you tell a story with your shirts. Every time I'm like, what's this shirt? And he tells me why the shirt is made. Like, oh, because this person
Awesome.
said this. He had poker shirts, why it was made. It's just, keep
Awesome.
doing that stuff. Keep
Yep.
doing that stuff,
Yep.
Elvis.
Thanks, guys. Thank you so very much.
All right,
Thank
my
you
friend.
in the box. In
We'll
the
see you
box.
later.
Thank
Take
you all.
care.
From one supporter of the scene to another, let's talk about Wayne Harriman, always doing his part to grow the game.
We got Mr. Wayne Harriman, one of the sponsors of the Boom and Fraser Show. How you doing, Mr. Wayne?
I'm pretty good, thanks. Glad to be here with you and Scott. It's an honor, thanks.
Yeah, the honor is ours, Wayne. For me personally, I think this is the most important episode of all of our episodes because it's people like you that keep us going. It's a lot of work, right? We have fun. We're grateful to have the platform, but people like you are what really keep us going. And from the bottom of my heart, I do mean this. And Bobby knows how big I am on the sponsorships and what you guys are doing for us. And I'm very grateful. And I just want to say thank you very much.
It's my pleasure, really. Bobby knows I've been a big supporter of him and Yale Billiards for a long time. I've been a Shark Stream sponsor since the inception of the Shark Stream. I do a lot of sponsorships in pool. I sponsor the underdog tournaments for Shelley Schroeder. I do a lot of other sponsorships for other tournaments. I've done one for Eric Tang. I've done one for Hector for his tournaments. And it's just something that's near and dear to my heart. And I've been playing pool for a long time, although you wouldn't know it by how I play. But it's just something that I enjoy doing and I enjoy supporting.
Well, it's what we need, right? Well, we need more people like you, and enjoying supporting really translates to us that you'd love pool, and that's where your heart is. And for me, that's everything, and I'm grateful for it. So thank you.
No, you're quite welcome.
Yeah, I want to say the same thing, Wayne. Again, you have been supporting me from the beginning, but not only do you support me, I've seen you take people that can't afford a tournament and pay them to get in a tournament just so they could have fun. And that's really special. It's a great quality to have. I wish more people had that, giving back. I know Scott does a lot of stuff for cancer. I do a lot of big charity events as well. But we want to say thank you for what you do, and we really appreciate it. And you are the Sandman. How about that, Wayne?
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
Where did that come from, the Sandman?
Well, it's just something that I came up with because one time somebody told me that my game puts them to sleep. So I said, well, let's work with that. So I came up with the Sandman. What the heck?
I like it. Jeremy Jones and I just had a 12-hour match. My nickname is the Freezer, but maybe I should also be the Sandman now with how slow I'm playing. I don't know. So I get it.
Yeah.
All right, Wayne, that's all we're going to say. We want to say thank you again. We really appreciate you supporting the Boom and Fraser Show from again, the bottom of my heart. Thank you very much. And of course, Scott as well.
Thanks, Wayne.
Yeah, absolutely. The Shark Stream rocks, Bobby rocks, Scott rocks, the Boom and Freezer Show rocks. If you're not following them, you're wrong. Follow them.
Thank you, Wayne-o. I love it. I love it.
Wayne's all about supporting the game and the show, and so is the next name, Jay Pechauer.
Mr. Riley Pechauer from Pechauer Cues. How you doing, Riley?
I'm doing well. How you doing?
Not bad, not bad. I know Scott. Go ahead, Scott.
Yeah, Riley, thank you so much for the sponsorship. I know that you got on board this year. From me, from the bottom of my heart, and I truly mean it, we can't do it without companies. We've got a lot of work. I'm always traveling, obviously, but we're grateful to be able to do the show. It is growing. Numbers oftentimes don't exactly look like that, but on the Apple Podcast and Spotify, everywhere else, numbers are growing, and we can't do it without you guys. So I truly appreciate it. Not to mention, Jay Pechauer seems to be everywhere. You guys are sponsoring a lot of stuff and doing a lot of great things for the sport.
Yeah, Yeah, no, thank you guys for having me. And the support, it's the least we can do. You guys have been doing a great job with this. We've been following along all season, and I mean, it just keeps getting better and better. And, it really helps the industry when we have people like you guys do this really for the sport, not for the money. And it does go a long way. And we need more people like you to keep doing this, and it really helps. So it's the least we can do. So I appreciate you having me on.
Awesome.
So let's talk a little bit about the Pechauer Cues. How long has the factory been there? What's your favorite part of your job there? Because I went to a couple factories. There's so many cool things as far as putting cues together and that stuff. What do you got going on there? What's your favorite part about making cues or being involved in
Um,
it?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we've been around for over 60 years. This is year 62. My grandfather started it in 1963. He had just a challenge match against a guy. He beat him, and what he got was a broken cue. So he fixed the cue up and then started building lathes and made his own cue. And now 62 years later, the third generation, myself and my brother, just recently joined within the last 2 years. We always spent summers in high school and college helping out wherever we were needed. But my favorite part, I think, is just the art behind it. I call it glorified art. The performance of our cues are very, very equal to a lot of the other products out there. I would say they're better, but the art part of it is really the part that I think we separate ourselves from a lot of the other companies. We go up to Michigan, we get all the logs ourselves, we cut them all, we dry them all here, and everything's built in-house. But being able to come up with an idea and the next day have that cue made is really cool. And I think it is what separates us from a lot of the other companies. And working on projects for some of our sponsor players like David, it makes it special. And I think he feels the same way. And my role in the company right now, I'm doing a few different things, but what I find the most joy in is working with the players, especially the juniors, supporting them. They start with not much, and travel's expensive, tournaments are expensive, and being able to help support them from the start of their careers is really what I find joy in. And you never know where they're going to go. They might turn into a really talented player, but they might go to college, and that's the end of their pool career. And whatever they decide to do, as long as we could help support them for a part of it, that's all we can ask for.
Jeez. Doesn't get any better than that, does it, Bobby? 60 years? Did you say 60 years?
Yeah, 62 years,
62 years.
1963. Yep, yep. My
So you're
dad
the
took it
third
over in,
generation? You're the
yes,
third
sir. Yep,
generation. Okay, go
yep.
ahead.
Yeah, so in 2007, my dad took over, and that's really when we really started growing tremendously. And it got to a point where I had graduated from law school. My brother was out in Colorado working for a startup company, and it was kind of at the point where my dad was, he's 62 right now, so it was kind of like, is this going to be something that we pass down, or is it going to be something that we look to sell or do something else with? And those conversations kind of got to a point where it felt to me like it was now or never, because we had a lot to learn and grow while he's still here. And that's kind of where we're at right now. He's not going anywhere anytime soon, but we need to make sure that, we're ready for when he does step aside. So that kind of all came to fruition a couple of years ago, and then we're here today and still growing. The internal conversations have been really fun, and that's why we started sponsoring David and some of these other players, because I really felt that that was a big thing that we need to do as a company, is go after these top players and help support them and follow them, and as well as help with pool tournaments, and hence why we were a big part of that world championship for the women at Oneida in Green Bay.
I love it. I love it. Well, thank you for so much of what you're doing. I think the juniors, as you mentioned, to me, I have a soft spot in my heart for the juniors. I was a junior, and I'm always a player first, right? And so I noticed you guys all over the place long before you came on board with us. Never really got to know you, but I heard nothing but great things, and it's pretty obvious in a clear reflection of yourself and your family as to how you speak within what we've already done right here. So thank you very much, and I'll let Bobby take over.
Yeah, that was good stuff, man. So you're literally one of those kids running around the factory, right? When your grandfather's making cues, and that's how it all started, right? That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. I learned to tie my shoe in this building.
That's
So
awesome.
you're in the building now? Are you in the? Are
Yeah.
you in the? Oh, okay. That's
Yep.
pretty. That's pretty cool.
Yep.
Pretty cool.
All right, so we got something special here. So I got a picture from Riley earlier on today, Scott. I don't know if you ever seen this yet, but it's so coincidence that we got talking about Bad Bunny getting on the Super Bowl. You know, you check this out, Scott. I don't know if you've seen this cue yet, but look at that masterpiece of a cue. Can you both see that?
Yes.
hmm
How about that? That's the Bad Bunny cue. I got
Does
a
he
couple.
play pool, or is that just a production cue, or is that for him?
That was for him. Yeah,
Oh, no way.
he's a big pool player. He loves playing pool. Um, Live Nations, they reached out to us because they wanted to get him I believe it was his 30th birthday present. And so we were working with them, doing a lot of research on his tattoos and stuff that meant a lot to him. And so they presented that to him at his final tour stop in, I believe it was Chicago last year. He wanted a pool table backstage at all of his um, events that he did. And so they reached out to
Wow.
us and we put that together. And yeah, it's got the sword in there, it's got his eye, his horseshoe, a few other different things in there that we made really special. I mean, we didn't really even, this is probably the first time anyone's ever seen it. We never posted about it, talked about it. And we do small projects like this. I mean, not small, but projects like this fairly often, and we're looking to get more into this avenue because, like I said, it's basically glorified art. You know, when we can put pretty much anything like this together in a short period of time, with the performance of it still playing very good,
Y- y-
it's
Yeah.
fun.
That's one more thing I wanted to touch on. I know we don't have a lot of time. We're trying to give all the sponsors the same amount of time, but
hmm
you mentioned the quality, right, is comparable. Nowadays, the quality with these cues are at such a high level. It's tough to get it any better, right? So they all play really well, but when you start talking about the art, that has to be where like the fun in it really begins, right? Designing cues and making different designs and doing different certain things within the queue. That really has to be where it's really at.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. My brother, he was gonna be on here, but he had something that came up. He's working with a guy who is he's either a boxing ref or a coach, and I can't remember which, but he's got a cue that's coming through right now that's awesome. He's got like boxing gloves in it. He's got the stool, the microphone. He's got like a little spit bucket. It's just the coolest thing. And it's
I
just
love it.
things like that that when people reach out and we can, get better as a company and also, satisfy the customer and really build them a unique one-of-one cue. That's what's fun. And, it's something that we enjoy doing. It doesn't really impact the other cues that are coming along. And it's just it's a lot of fun.
Cool.
There you go, guys. You can see right on the hat, JP Shower Custom Cues. So if you need a custom cue, we have the link obviously in our bio. You can click it. Maybe send a message out to Riley if you want a custom cue. And of course, all their production cues are magnificent. I know Ashley Benoit, one of our sponsors as well. She plays with your cues. She's one of your sponsors. David Arcady, who's a good friend of ours. He was just on the show. He's got a couple gorgeous cues. So if you guys want any, hit them up, send them a message, hit that link and check them out.
Appreciate it, guys. I did get a gift for you guys. And I think this one's mainly for Bobby. Unfortunately, sorry, Scott, but
Of course, I'm used
it's
to
uh
it.
it's a shark cue.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
wow. Look at that.
You
Oh,
can see the
wow.
teeth in
Look at
there, the
Wow, that's
Oh,
pretty
shark,
that's pretty
awesome, man.
cool.
and
That's
then
really cool.
it's
That's
got some
re
fins there.
that's
So we'll
really
send that
awesome.
out to you. We'll send that out
Uh,
to you, Bobby. Just text me
that's
where you want us
awesome.
to send that. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
that's
Like I said, man, you guys are doing a great job with this. It's helping out the sport tremendously, and we're happy to be a part of it.
Man, thank you. Thank you so much. It's a huge honor to be a part of it, and I look forward to continuing the work. Thank you very much,
Likewise.
Riley. Thank you very much.
Likewise. I'd love to
All
have a
right, buddy.
conversation about some basketball too at some point, because I know
Let's
you guys
do
are
it.
some
Let's do it.
some
we
hoop
can
Yeah.
do
fans
that.
as well.
We can
Yes.
do
Talk
that.
about the GOAT debate. I know, Bobby, you go back and forth with people online about that.
Oh boy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, we
Yeah.
can the GOAT, right? Come on, who's the GOAT?
Yeah.
No, we can't
It's
get into it right
Jordan.
now.
There's no
Yes.
question. Yeah.
Well, he's a
Yeah.
little younger than us, Scotty. You may.
I know. I know who he probably likes. I get it. It's all good.
If it's between Jordan and LeBron, it's
Bron?
Jordan.
All
It's
right.
Jordan.
There you
But
go.
Okay, I
it's
like that.
the real
I'm good with
but
that.
the real GOAT is Kobe.
Okay.
Oh,
All
well,
right.
I
We
can't
saw
listen.
it.
That's so funny you say that. I've got a picture. The VIP or the MVPs when Kobe and Shaq won,
Yep.
and they're kissing the trophy.
Yep.
I've got them both signed. I've got it put up and put
Really?
away. Personally signed. I knew Shaq real well, but anyway, I won't go down that road because this is a sponsorship video. But I'd love to talk basketball. That's awesome.
Absolutely.
Kobe was a bad man. The Black Mamba.
It's the mentality, man. It's that mindset
Oh.
that I just love, and I think that pool players, if they can get that mindset, it's what separates them, the greats from the really talented ones. And that mindset is what fascinates me, and why, when we watch players and look for who we want to sponsor, that mindset is a lot of it.
Love it. Agreed.
Stuff. Awesome stuff. Hey, Riley, man, thanks for joining us. I know you got to get back. You want to get out of
Absolutely.
there before 5. Appreciate your time. And yeah, we'd love to get you on maybe a full show and just talk some basketball, talk
For
cues,
sure.
and just talk about life. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Absolutely, guys. Thank you guys for having me. I appreciate it. Have a great rest of your night.
All right,
You too, Riley.
All right, we'll
All
see
right,
you later.
thanks. Yep.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Nothing like a solid cue and a good place to use it. That's where the RACK Billiard Club comes in.
And I'm with two special guests, two of our best sponsors, the owners of the RACK Billiard Club in my hometown, Des Moines, Iowa. That's Pat Carano and Noel Kloddick. Noel is on the left, Pat is on the right, and they're going to give us a quick walkthrough of this place. If you guys don't mind, I'm putting them on the spot here.
Absolutely, let's go. It's a busy Thursday night here.
Check out this room. He was telling us he's got 44 teams going there tonight. That's right, 44 teams tonight. Not this week, not this month, 44 teams. That's amazing. Great job by the RACK.
Yeah, they're in there right now. So, in my opinion, this is one of the more sophisticated pool rooms in the country.
You know, Scott, from growing up here, playing pool, everything was tournaments. 80s and 90s was tournaments. You went to the tournament, maybe Donnie McCoy showed up or Scott Frost showed up. Maybe you got a chance to win a game in a set against them, but it was all tournaments. They kind of went to pool leagues, and then there's date night. We wanted a place that could house it all. Big tables for a pro tournament, set up well for that. Places for regular everyday tournaments to be going on, league players playing, and being able to have a place for all of the people who go out to dinner and want to go play some pool for a while. We love pool. We made the place to work for what pool really ought to be. So
Love it.
We designed the
Go ahead.
layout, everything designed for pool, designed for the players.
How many tables do you guys have?
There's 38 now. We've got 30 7-footers and 8 9-foot, including the Racing. We've got a Racing that's kind of set up to the specs of the Racing Ox that was used in the Moscone Cup.
Okay, awesome. And then you guys have a lot more room to expand. I know this. How much more room do you guys have to expand if you'd like?
About 8,000 square feet more.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah. You've got a full
Not really
kitchen.
ready. We're not really ready to do that yet. I mean, we've only been open for 11 months. So,
And you know, I remember listening to Joe Rogan talk about the best pool room in the country was out in LA. And I texted you a while back because I was out there and I wanted to see it, and it's not open anymore. So I'm definitely out there to see if we can get him to come up, see if we might possibly rank to take that new position up there. So
I tell you what, if Joe's in that area, I know he'll show up because there's nobody that loves to play pool more than Joe Rogan, and that guy's a diehard, and we love him to death. So hopefully he makes it out there. You guys can see this room from there. They just did a walkthrough. I'm telling you, if you've never been to Des Moines, Iowa, and you happen to get through that area, I know they're going to have some big tournaments in the future, but you've got to check out this room. It's top tier. But most importantly to you two, and I can speak for Bobby, I know he's going to say something. Most importantly for me, it's pretty full circle, pretty surreal, and really special from the bottom of my heart. And I mean this to both of you. Thank you so much for the support because, you know, I come from Des Moines. I've come a long way. I leave for Asia in 2 days, and I'm gone all of October. I work really hard. Bobby works very hard. We're grateful to get to do this, but we could not do it. We don't have a ton of sponsors. We couldn't do it without you, and I truly mean that. I love both you guys. I've got a lot of history with both of you, and I just want to thank you very much for the sponsorship. I truly mean that.
absolutely. Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity. This is a great opportunity on an amazing podcast to get our name out there, and we are grateful and thankful.
I want to
help them make pool grow.
We will.
Thank you. It looks like it's you guys, whatever you guys are doing is amazing. I mean, when you told me 44 teams, I'm still talking about it because that's just amazing to me. That's what, 300 people playing pool on a Thursday night? That's amazing. That's a great job. And like Scott said, I really appreciate it. What's that?
Quickly for the numbers. So I'm trying to attract some new sponsorship. And so I just recently looked at the numbers. We've got 132 teams that call the RACK their home team, home bar for the fall session. It turns out to be about 1,500 players a week. And we are so blessed to be able to have that kind of support here in Des Moines. So it's just for the league part of it. It's just been amazing for us.
That's absolutely stunning. 1,500 players that are calling the RACK their home team or home room is absolutely stunning, especially for Des Moines, Iowa. Now, I don't know how big Des Moines is now, but I know when I left, it was about 500,000. I would say it's got to be just a little bigger than that now, but that gives you an idea how big pool is in the Midwest, in the heartland. Bobby, do you got anything else you want to say?
Yeah, I want to say, thank you guys very much for being part of the show. I know Scott speaks very highly of both of you guys, and I know he loves your room and everything about it. So yeah, thank you guys very much for being part of it, and we're happy that you're doing it. We really appreciate it.
Thanks, guys.
I'll get you to do a show right out of here.
Yeah, we'd like to do a show out of there, and we might do a show just on that whole room. We'll figure that out. Definitely.
Yeah, right. I like that idea because I mean, a lot of these pool rooms out there in the United States need to get a whiff of what you're doing. You know what I mean? It needs to grow like the way you guys are growing like that. So I love that idea, Scott.
Thank you, guys. We love the RACK Billiard Club. Thank you. I cannot wait to get back. Noel, Pat, you guys are the best. Thanks for the walkthrough, and we wish you the best of luck.
Good to see you.
Safe travels to Asia.
All right, buddy. Thank you, guys.
Thanks a lot, guys. I'll talk to you soon. Nice meeting you.
All right, bye.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
And now let's show some love to another one of our amazing sponsors, Tommy's Tattoo Supplies.
None other than Tommy from Tommy's Tattoo Supply. I believe he's the second largest tattoo supplier in the world. How you doing, Tommy?
Doing very well. How about you guys?
Yeah, what's up, Tommy? Listen, dude, I I don't know. It's not very often that we get somebody that's outside the pool world, that's a business, that's so supportive. And from me personally, right out of the gate, it means the world. You've been with us since day number one, bro. I don't know you, never met you, but I actually know you. Bobby's talked a lot about you, and I know your company. And I just wanted to say thank you for the support, bro. It means a lot. We can't do this without you, and I truly mean that. That's from the bottom of my heart. So thank you very.
Hey, thank
very
you guys. I mean, what you guys are doing is truly amazing too for the pool industry and just everyone else out there. You know, you're very supportive, inspirational, and I appreciate all you guys do for me.
Awesome.
So yeah, let's talk a little bit about Tommy. So I met Tommy because he actually was a while ago. He was a partner of a pool hall. You're still not involved in it anymore, right? You got rid of that. You're
correct. We got rid of it. Yes. Yeah.
But I know he still does play pool, very active. I seen him
Mhm.
on some lists playing. And he also runs tattoo conventions. Now, Scott, I don't know if you're familiar with these tattoo conventions, but they're freaking huge. I mean, they're at casinos.
Well,
Yeah,
I've got a
that's
few
awesome.
tattoos. I've got a few tattoos. I have not been to a tattoo convention. My wife has a few tattoos. I've got a few tattoos. Tattoos are where it's at, man. I mean, I love tattoos. I think done properly, there's nothing better. But I'm not familiar with conventions, and I can only imagine. But you run conventions, Tommy?
Yeah, actually one of the biggest in the world, you know, probably let's say the least the top, 6 in the world. We have international, local, all over the place coming in. We have over 600 artists, vendors. I have Jason Voorhees coming this year, known as Eric Lehman is his real name. He was the first kid that popped out of the lake in Friday the 13th, the original. It's going to be incredible this year.
You're kidding me.
Yeah, no kidding.
I love it. I got to tell my wife because she's a huge Jason Voorhees fan.
Oh, bring them all. I mean, he's signing autographs. He's our shirt is actually designed based off of him coming out of the water in Friday the 13th. So it's going to be an incredible time to hang out with him. He's a wild character. I met him once. He's very hyper, he's very energetic, and he's very knowledgeable.
I love it.
Yeah.
Well, Scott, I don't know if you're aware of this as well, but Tommy, these tattoo conventions are not just every day. Like you can walk up and down the aisles and you see all these top level tattoo artists everywhere. I mean, he's got some of the biggest names in the world. I'll ask him about those in a minute. But not only that, he goes to another area where there's a live band, there's contortionists, there's people with swords and fire. It's a show. It's unbelievable.
It's just a huge show, right?
Can you tell us about that, Tommy? Yeah.
Is there alcohol? Is it like a big party?
So when I tell you there's everything you could possibly want for these 3 days under one roof, yes, there's contortionists, like you said. This year I have comedians, I have a magician, I have contortionists. I also have again, Ari Lehman. He has his first Jason band, will be performing on stage, and I believe he signed a big record deal, and he's performing for us before he signed that deal. So we're going to be having him on stage performing his incredible rock music live on Saturday and Sunday. Yeah.
I'm sitting here in shock, actually. I think this is
Mm-hmm.
so cool. Ari Lehman, how old is he now?
Guys,
you got any idea?
60s, maybe. Yeah, I'm not sure how old, but
it's unbelievable.
He still acts like he's young, though. I mean, I hung out with
Sure.
him for about a half hour to an hour, and we just talked, and that's how we got into the show. My buddy Rob set it all up, and he's a great guy, by the way. You guys are gonna love him. He's very energetic.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
But yeah, we have a full bar. I mean, the bar, they do a really good job with the bar. Of course, there's a lot of drinking there. There's a lot of tattooing, a lot of vendors, different kinds of shopping stuff too. You can get stuff that people are custom making to popular items. You get lemonade stands, cornhole. I mean, when I tell you this is one place you want to be for the experience, this is that place. And it's the most knowledgeable thing that you can possibly go to in the tattoo industry.
Yeah, there's probably some hot chicks there as well. I wouldn't doubt.
Plenty of them there, including my fiance.
There you go. Good answer. Good answer.
Yeah, I got
Congratulations. Congratulations to that. That was recently in Vegas. You got engaged,
yes, it
right?
was. Nobody knew about it. It was so unexpected. Blew up in the world.
That's freaking cool. Congratulations, Tommy. I'm going to ask a question that Bobby was probably going to ask you. How did you get started in a business like this?
So it is a long story, but to sum it up, my dad, I'd hooked up with a friend who I introduced my dad to his father, who owned a tattoo studio in Enfield. And my dad was an electronics engineer at that point. So he made a power supply that was very good worldwide. Then he started making needles. And then, he moved away, long time passed. He came back to run another company, another studio tattoo supply in Enfield. And by 2003, he's never paid taxes. So, he asked me to get involved and whatnot. And he had a lot of like personal friends out there who helped him with his business. So I utilized his friendships. And then the money that he owed for taxes, I learned how to pay all them within 5 years of owning the business. And there was a lot of ups and downs, a lot of headaches, a lot of me wanting to just give up. But
Yeah.
as things started turning, I started figuring out how to manage money more, paying taxes. And I got out of the water after 5 years, and I was able to make my own money through this company to start investing more into it to make more. And then it just kept growing and growing from there. I mean, it's a longer story than that, but that's the sum it up as quick as I can. There's a lot involved, though. I could write a book, a couple of them.
Awesome.
And I will. I'm actually going to be working on one, to be honest.
I don't blame you.
Yeah. So
I want to talk a little bit about what are some of the I don't know the names. I have a couple tattoos. I got this is my daughter's, I love you, Dad. That's one of my big ones. And she's got one. And so we love tattoos. But what are some of the big names? Some of the guys that go to your convention. But I also want to mention there is a pool table at his booth, so you can play pool at the convention as well. But who are some of the names that you guys have tattoo, or at least hang out there while you're doing the shows?
So I want to give my boy a shout out, Steven Teft. He was the winner of Ink Master 2. He will be there along with all kinds of other celebrities like Holly Mary. These all been on Ink Masters, by the way. Show Off Ink. We've had Anthony Michaels. We've had Paul Booth, which is a very historical legend in the tattoo industry. This year we have another one coming for the second time in a row, which is Carl Grace. These are guys that started in like the 60s and 70s and 80s, and these are the guys that made things happen for the tattoo industry back then. And then as things evolved, these guys are still involved and taught all these new school artists how to be artists. So this is all a great thing for us, and we're honored to be able to have these kind of people at our event.
Dude, I'm literally awestruck. Like I understand art, and I understand I don't understand the ability of how they transport this into the skin and how good they have to be. But the names you're naming, and did you say second season Ink Master winner?
Yeah, he was one of the Ink Master 2 winners. It was the second season. That's when it was just getting super popular by then too.
Yeah, he's got to be unbelievable. The talent these guys have,
and he's right here in Connecticut, right in Groton area. So
that's freaking cool. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Definitely. But I enjoy what I do. I've been doing it for 22 years now on my own, and I couldn't ask for a better job. And I got my whole family working for me. And like I said, it's such a long story, but to sum it up, it's an amazing experience that I was able to have all these years, and it allowed me to take care of my friends, family, and the whole tattoo industry. I've done a lot for as well. I'm also lucky enough to had met like some of the most historical tattoo artists in the world, like Marcus Berryman, like I said, Paul Booth, Carl Grace, Philadelphia Eddie, Gil Monty. These are the guys that originated and were so popular back in the day as being celebrities without being on TV.
Dude, you are so passionate. Where can people go right now if they're watching? Where can people go to get supplies?
They can go right online, www.tommysupplies.com. If you're looking for tickets into the convention, you can go tommystattooconvention.com, or you can get them at the door. There'll be plenty available at the door.
Thanks, brother. Yeah.
Anytime.
Thank you. And I'm not cutting you off, but I personally, once again, I sincerely mean it. You've been with us since day one, and I'm grateful. I'm really grateful.
Yeah,
Bobby,
same here.
Take it over, pal.
Real quick, where are your conventions? I know you have them in Connecticut. Where else do you do them? Just let people know.
So I put my own on it at Mohegan Sun twice a year in October and April. I don't put on other ones, but I do. We travel to probably anywhere from 20 to 30 conventions a year. We used to do 50 plus. So we're all over the place, all over the country. I'm in different countries as well. I was in Costa Rica a couple years ago, Philippines, Brazil, China. I mean, I've been in 13 different countries.
Wow, Mohegan Sun. Jeez.
Yeah.
We're not talking small stuff, are we, Bobby?
Oh, no. Oh,
we have over 300 booths, and we have over 600 tattoo artists there. And a lot of them take walk-ins too. A lot of people are like, oh, you didn't book an appointment online. Can we still get in? Of course. There's going to be so many people that don't take appointments. They just want to wait for you to walk right up. So there'll be plenty of that there.
That's so cool.
Not only Scott and I, like he said, we really appreciate you supporting us from day one. You're very passionate about pool as well. You donate to a couple other things, in the pool industry. I want to sincerely say, Tommy, thank you very much for what you do. And you're really helping this platform, which is kind of unique for the billiard world. There's not a podcast thing out there, with such a superstar like Scott Frost, you know what I mean? Top
I
professional
wish.
in the world. I mean, he just
Yeah.
does everything. And to have him is so special. And I know we both appreciate you helping us out. And hopefully we're returning it and bringing you some business your way as well. But I did want to say thank you very much.
Hey, just having me here is awesome. I just want to say pool is a huge part of my life, and it will never leave it. Pool is what takes me away from everything else in the world. That's where my mind is just focused on one thing, and that's enjoying the game of pool. So then when I leave there, I can focus on my real life stuff afterwards, and it helps me out in a lot.
That's so well said. Joe Rogan obviously also said something along those lines, and I think we can all relate to that. Doesn't matter how good or how lower level you play, it's something that just takes you to another place, and you can just focus on that and get rid of everything else, and it really revives you going back into the real world.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Tommy. You're the man.
Welcome. Thank you, guys.
Real quick before we let you go, just a couple things, two quick things real quick. I know your passion is obviously tattooing, right? And pool, and what else do you do? Do anything else, or is those your two main passions?
No, I actually bowl. I've been bowling for 25 years. That's one of my other passions. I do nationals, I do local tournaments, and I bowl every Wednesday. I also play volleyball. I played softball for years. I don't know if I've never told this to a lot of people, but all my close friends know is I did martial arts for 18 years and boxing and kick. I did it all. And that was my life. My goal was to open a karate school. So when I was able to, do that, I was on my way to opening a karate school. I had my second degree black belt. And then this fell into my lap. And then I kind of stopped all that because this was just a better opportunity. And then I loved the way people were in this industry. I love that we could be whoever we want to be in this industry. You're not judged on just one thing. You could be whoever you want. You can be a million different things, and people will not judge you for that.
Yeah, that's pretty special. Yeah. I didn't even think about that, but absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I do many things.
Well said. The last thing I'm going to leave you guys with. So if you go check out Tommy Supply, you can see all the stuff that he has. And if you're a friend of him on Facebook, you can see the vigor and the passion that he talks about just with this podcast. Right, Scott?
Absolutely. Yeah. He's passionate about it and loves it. And then you've got to have that to be successful.
Yeah, absolutely. I love everything I do. I love hanging out with you guys. I love seeing you guys. I love the pool industry. I love my bowling. Like I have my pool friends. I have my bowling friends. I have my close friends. I have my tattoo industry friends. And I just love people. So I get them together all the time in those different parts of my life. And it makes me feel great about myself and that I can make an impact on everybody else.
Awesome.
Yeah, you're doing a great job. Keep doing what you're doing. And again, you were with us from day one, and we really appreciate it. And thanks for giving us a little bit of time for our show. And I can't wait for people to us to air it and let people see it. Thanks again, Tommy.
Awesome. Thank you guys very much, and hope to see you soon.
Thank you, Tommy. You're the man. Tommy Supplies.
Thank you guys. Appreciate it. Bye-bye.
Shout out to our amazing sponsors, Classic Billiards, Metro Sportz Bar, Anytime Billiards, PNW Pool Thing, the RACK Billiard Club, Pechauer, Tommy's Tattoo Supplies, In the Box, Andy Gow, and Wayne Harriman. Make sure to check them out, and thanks for supporting the Boom and Freezer Show.